Hi there, I'm Mark Sebastian, founder of OptionPit.com, and this is the Vol Report reminder. This is for educational purposes only. None of this should be considered investment advice. Options have risk. Well, hey, if you want to know what short gamma looks like, I would invite you to watch the motion of the S&P. I think a lot of call overriders have been forced to buy to cover or get called away. And that is kind of what people don't realize is that you can get volatility on the upside, and that's what we've seen the last few days. We've seen the market really get pulled higher by just about every major stock, right? Apple, Amazon, you name it. They're all running higher, and that is kind of what you see. I think that there's real potential for another push. We could make a run at 2,800. 27.75. So let me show you this, folks. We'll just look at like regular Jan. So we all know vol's been low. But when you slam a strike, it can create some near-term movement. And what I want you to kind of look at, this is like regular Jan, so this expires next week. And, you know, there's some decent open interest up in SPX at above 27.75. And in the weekly, look at this. Look at all the open interest in these upside calls. 20,000, 4,000, 8,000. All of these people that sold covered calls are racing to cover. And that is why we can have a market where we're up 8, up, 9 days out of 10 or something like that to begin the year. And VIX can be basically flat to maybe even up a little bit. There is a lot of premium risk. And we could get shoved higher. I have no doubt we could get shoved higher. So that's just something to think about, folks, in terms of how the market works. Amazon is skyrocketing. JP Morgan had earnings. This is one we're going to look at in chit-chat. JP Morgan had earnings and continues to look nice, and wow. And implied vol is tanking, but I think it's got lower to go. So this could be an interesting one to look at. SMH. SMH was slammed the last couple days. Seems to have found its footing. It seems to have found its footing. We'll see from there. Of course, KODK. This is one we've been watching hotly and enjoying trading. Continues to just impress while volatility comes in the name. So we're going to see what we can come up with there. We're also going to play around with, Apple, Amazon, Facebook. Facebook's down a lot today. That will be one we're going to play with. And then let's talk about Twitter, which is up huge. You remember we saw a trader do the Jan-March quarter calendar, and he's done really well on this. He did this 3 months ago. He's made a killing on this thing. He paid next to nothing, and he's done really well. So we're going to play around Twitter. So this has been quite the rally. There's something going on there. And then, of course, let's not forget, if we're going to talk about those, we need to talk about everyone's favorite, Snapchat. Why are you kids always on the Snapchat, sending pictures of yourselves? And so those are the big drivers. Financials, and then your Facebook, Amazon, triumphant, along with the Twitter. And then we'll talk about bonds. Bonds have been slammed and then bought and then slammed and then bought. It's just been kind of fascinating how those have traded. So there's a lot of interesting stuff out there today, folks. And we'll spend some time looking at that. All right, folks, you got questions, you can email me, marketoptions.com, or call me 888-TRADE-01. Have a good one.